back with another video.
Alright, so today is gonna be like a kind of touchy video.
Story time, touchy subject kind of thing.
We're gonna be talking about the death of the young lady at the MARDI GRAS truck stop in New Orleans, Louisiana. She was found dead in her truck.
After days. It wasn't like she just died and was there for like a couple minutes. She was there for a few days.
After, I think she was there for like 3 days, and the MARDI GRAS truck stop is paid parking. So that just goes to show that these truck stops, they don't pay attention.
Well, technically, on the my kid was Googling it, and one of their I don't know if you guys know, but like when you post a review on Google, normally the owner of the company will respond back, and the owner was like, they don't badger you for not paying. They said that they try to get in contact with you. If they don't hear back, they try to like leave a ticket on your window to say like come in and pay, or they try to call and get in contact with you, but they will not badger you about truck parking. But I mean, I don't really know, like when the owner was replying back to the reviews and stuff on YouTube, on Google, he was sounding like really rude about it. Like he was replying rude.
Like really, it was kind of like nonchalant about the whole situation. Like, don't blame them for what happened. But mind you, they don't even have cameras there. Like most of the pilots' loves, they have cameras that will capture stuff.
How do I'm gonna pull up some of the reviews so I can read them to you guys, like what exactly they were saying.
Even the reviews before this incident happened were just bad.
And sorry if it's really loud here. If you guys hear a lot of people talking in the background, we're actually in McDonald's because we didn't want to record in the truck. So I'm pretty sure you guys see that man behind me. Don't mind.
Yeah, we're out in Texas at a pilot truck stop. I'm on a 34-hour reset or whatever. But
I'm sorry guys.
You're fine.
I'm pulling up. How did you find those reviews earlier?
I went to Google. But yeah, it's just a crazy situation. Like, females are not safe in this industry.
And then they don't like people to carry guns or anything like that in their truck. Even though I did read up on something today that said you're able to carry as long as it's stored away from the driver, like while the truck is operated.
But some companies won't. They'll say that even in orientation, in the paperwork you sign, like you can't have a weapon, any kind of weapon, not even a knife or a pocket knife or nothing, no kind of weapon with you. You can have like a mace or whatever.
But what is mace gonna do with someone who has a gun? You know, like mace doesn't stand a chance to someone who has a gun, because you can still shoot a gun while you're being sprayed with mace in the face.
Like, how are we supposed to? Us women supposed to protect ourselves? Even with Becca, like she'll go in, like if I'm sleeping, and she'll tell me she's going in to use the restroom or whatever. I'll have her call me or FaceTime me like the whole time. I don't play that. It's some reviews.
Oh, okay.
It's some creeps out there, like really preying on innocent women.
Even men. There's men who's been shot in their truck, not just women, just anybody. That's why.
Like the incident that happened at Love's in Georgia. Like 2 guys were arguing over a fuel pump.
Where you fill up your truck.
Yeah, I guess he was saying the guy was taking too long to fuel, and they got into an altercation, and the fight had stopped, and he went to his truck and got his gun and shot the guy. And they're saying it's self-defense. I haven't read back up on it, but I'm trying to see how it was self-defense when the guy went back to his truck to get the gun, when you could have just walked back to your truck and stayed in there, like defuse the situation. But it's just crazy out here.
This is it. I'm gonna try to like insert some pictures This is the MARDI GRAS truck stop. Let me see. Okay, it's not gonna show anymore, but I'll try to insert some more pictures of it. But some of the reviews, like, okay, I'll read you guys some of the reviews on here. Like, even Babe left a review, and the guy was like really nonchalant to her. So like, Babe's review said really a 0. She left a 1 star, but she was like, really, it should be a 0 rating. A woman was just murdered here, stay away. So the response from the owner was like, no information has been released to the cause of the death. We have been open and operating since the early 1980s and will continue to operate our business as we always have. Sorry you've chosen to give us no rating, but we will survive, thanks. Like, why are you so nonchalant about it? You should be giving condolences, especially being that there's other truck drivers and being that you have to pay to park at your truck.
This is not the, I read like just last year, so a man was shot. Like in 2017, a man was shot. I didn't really read into it, but I just saw a review how a man was shot just last year, and y'all still don't have any cameras set up for safety. Like, there's no safety for anyone there. Like, really, not just truckers, but it's just crazy. And I'm in this truckers group on Facebook. ATU, All Truckers United, and they're talking about the situation. I was reading some threads how people are saying, what if it wasn't murder? Because it could have been suicide, or it could have been natural causes.
But she was laying in pools of blood. So
but they're saying, like, what if she had a brain aneurysm and bled out? But I don't believe that. I believe somebody was watching her, and they said she had caught an Uber or Lyft.
I was just about to say that.
She had caught an Uber or Lyft from the MARDI GRAS truck stop to the French headquarters. I guess that's like a casino area or whatever, where you have drinks or whatever. It could have been the Lyft driver, or somebody could have been waiting in between her truck or whatever, like late night in between her truck, got in her truck, forced her in her truck, and murdered her. Like, they're saying because the doors are locked or whatever.
They could have got out and locked the doors as they were getting out, so nobody would find her, you know. So like, another review, another lady left. She said, I love how still her death is trying to be justified by her leaving her truck, but she was murdered / died on the truck stop's property in her truck. No video cameras, no one else seeing what happened, but clearly this place is still open because of the locals and truck drivers. Some have respect. Someone was watching her from the jump, and I don't doubt this is someone. This type of place sees all that time. I'm not sure what she was trying to say there, but crazy but obviously extremely unsafe. The trucks on the property were mostly local trucks, like no one in them. And when she says local trucks, that means like not like long hauls or nothing like that. Like, people get in them in the beginning of the morning and get out of them at night, or get in them at night and leave in the next morning, basically. So people are not always in them. Like at a normal truck stop, you will see people in their trucks and people coming in constantly. And then she goes to say, rest in peace, Kamesha. Anywhere else would have been banging on the truck or having it towed within 24 hours due to lack of payment, which is true, because most truck stops even say that they don't allow drop trailers in their truck stop, meaning that you can't drop your trailers. They don't allow abandoned trailers. Most truck stops don't even like outside companies to come in and work on your truck if it's not from the actual truck stop. Like, normally they're super strict in the truck stop. So I mean, it's just really, I don't know, it's just really an unfortunate situation that this really happened, because like, it was just, I don't know. And then so the owner response to her was, Brittany, just facts. Regardless, she left and someone preyed on her. Unfortunate for her and her family. We don't allow persons that you describe to hang out around our facility, which is a lie, because I've seen another review stating that they allow people to basically loiter in front of their truck stop, and they don't go out and say nothing to them because the people that work inside are under the age of 17 and they're young and they don't really. Like, one guy left a review and said that the two girls at the counter are always stuck in their phone. So how do you know what you don't allow outside the building if the girls are stuck on their phone throughout the day or throughout their shift, even when they have customers coming in? So you really don't know what's allowed, and you're the owner, so 9 times out of 10 you're not always at the truck stop. So yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. But so to finish with her, what the owner was saying to her, I would have to disagree that most of the trucks on the property are not locals. Can you provide evidence to support your claim? We don't badger people to pay for parking, which is what I was telling you guys earlier. We knock, then follow up with a notice to visit the fuel. So yeah, basically what I was telling you guys earlier, he said we don't badger people to pay for parking. We knock, we then follow up with a notice to visit the fuel desk. We don't tow unless the truck is abandoned. We take extreme measures to contact the owner. But my thing is
3 days.
And my thing is to stand up to that. How do you know if the truck is abandoned or not? All you do is follow it with a notice, so how would you know if the truck is abandoned?
3 days after the first day, well, not even the first day, during the first day, if she hasn't paid, y'all just stop with a note. What about the second day, the third day? Y'all just stop. Like, these truck stops don't pay attention.
That goes back to what the girl was saying. Most of the trucks are local, so they don't really worry about paying because they're in and out every day, in and out every day, in and out every day. So I mean, it's just
crazy.
It's just,
and the police aren't releasing any information last I heard. So
because it's a really touchy subject, and so like
and they said she's gonna have a closed casket. If
so
it
that
was
means
natural
she was messed up.
she was murdered. She was murdered. A closed casket.
Yeah, my dad killed himself and he shot himself in the head and he still had an open casket. So for her to have a closed casket, she was tore up, damaged badly, bad. Whoever, a girl, a lady in a truck. Most people think truck drivers have lots of money, so just from the outside looking in, they're probably like, oh, this is a girl, she's not really gonna pay too much attention, she just gonna get in her truck, lock the door, and go to sleep. And they was probably sitting there waiting on her, and when she got in her truck, as she was probably getting in her truck, they probably ran up. She was in the truck, so they probably hopped in the truck, it was probably a robbery gone wrong. That's probably what it was. They was probably just trying to get in and rob her and not try to kill her. She was probably trying to fight back or something, and they probably killed her. That's probably what happened. I guarantee you 9 times out of 10 that's probably what happened. But I mean, it's just a very unfortunate situation, and to see that the truck stop has no mercy for her family. They're not trying to help out with her family. Most places, like when I see stuff like this, like most people are trying to donate to help to the cause or start petitions to the cause where drivers should be able to carry concealed or be able to have something to back themselves up in the truck. But no, all he's doing is trying to badger people for basically feeling bad for the girl or trying to get her justice. Like, why?
It's a good industry to go into, truck driving, but they don't tell you the dangers.
I mean, but there's not really, like, you can't really say because you don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure there's people who never encountered, and I never like to say never, but I'm pretty sure there's truckers who's been in the industry for years that haven't encountered. So I mean, it is a very unfortunate situation. Like, it's not something that you can pinpoint your hand on, or it's not something that you can say, hey, this is going to happen this day, you know? So I mean, it's just like you have to watch your back and be on your P's and Q's all the time.
I think I read where a guy, he was parked at a shipper in, I don't think, it probably wasn't New Orleans, but I know it was Louisiana, and he was murdered as well. I forget how long ago it was.
I mean, it's very, very, very unsafe, and then especially like early mornings at shippers. Like one day we went to a shipper, and what was it, 4 a.m., and it was super, super dark. Like I literally had my Kia call me as she was walking into the receiving office, because it was just so dark out there. Like, I just need to, I don't know, like, even one night, me and my Kia were just like, we had just finished showered, and we was laying down, and about 11 p.m., we hear someone knocking at the truck. And they just knocked one time and then walked away. And I'm like, what the heck? And it could have just been that one day, that one time we would have rolled down the window and they could have shot us up or snatched us out the window or something, you know, or could have broke into the truck. Like, it's just a bunch of crazy, like, it's just a bunch of crazy stuff. Like, you never know what can happen. And like earlier when Key was asleep, I was reading up in her in this trucking group that she's in. A lady's truck got broken into. Like, they busted out her window and broke into her truck, and they threw all of the stuff around in her truck. I don't know where she was at. I'm not sure.
I think she said she was on home time.
She was like, she can't even go home. So basically she was at home. I'm not sure if it was someone she knew or maybe a relationship gone bad or whatever the case may have been, but just stuff like that. See, even she was at home, her home in her hometown, and that happened. You don't even have to be in a truck and something happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just prey on people. People just prey on people, and it's just, I don't know, like, once their life starts to get bad, they just prey on other people's downfall. Like, that girl was probably just minding her business. She went out
Mississippi,
to enjoy herself and come back to her truck not knowing this was going to be her last day, and was killed. And her family said they had talked to her on that Sunday.
Somebody had stole her phone from, I guess, wherever she was in the French headquarters. Somebody pickpocketed her and stole her phone, so she had to use the truck stop's phone to call home or whatever.
And when I was reading up on the article, it said that they hadn't talked to her in a week. So my thing is, she could have been there for more than 3 days. You never know, because the last person that she talked to, no, go back to the article. Yes, that is what it said. It said she was
supposed to be home. They had just talked
She was
to her.
supposed to be home that Sunday, and it was a Saturday. She was supposed to be home that Sunday. I'm gonna go back to that Sunday. It was a Sunday. I'm gonna go back to the article. Go back to the article you showed me back, because I remember reading on it. It said something about someone had talked to her, but it was something about a week's time frame or something like that. But whatever it was, she was supposed to be going home and wasn't even able to make it home, not even knowing it was her last day. It was murder.
Crazy. Us female drivers gotta stick together. Like, if you, even the males, like, help us out. If you see some like suspicious shit, like, how about that? Seriously, because it's dangerous out here. You got crazies walking around
all the time.
It's just crazy. I just hope the family gets justice.
I just hope they're able to know what actually happened. Like, what was it? What was the cause? Or just like he was saying earlier, she was pickpocketed for her phone. I did remember seeing that in an article. That could have been the same person. The person that pickpocketed her for her phone could have seen her get back into that Uber. They could have followed the Uber, followed her to the truck, and that could have been the person that killed her. You know, you never know, like, just little stuff like that. Like, that could have been the cause of her death, her phone being stolen.
And the police should be able to track the towers where her phone is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
they're not releasing any information.
Yeah, because it's
we watch too much First 48 and
fortunate
investigation.
Oh yeah, I love it. I can be the crime scene investigator if they need me to. I'm sure I will get down to every last detail. All they have to do is track her phone towers. Her truck has a and see, the reason how they found out that she was dead, no one would have even knew. The reason they found out the cause of her death was because her company called the truck stop, because her truck hadn't moved in a long time. So they're wanting to know what's going on. So the company called the truck stop.
And I don't know if it was the owner or the cashiers.
They found her in the truck.
They went out there and they said there was a lot of flies around the truck.
In the truck and around the truck.
And the police had to
bust the windows out.
Mm-hmm. And they found her.
And it's so crazy, like earlier at this truck stop that we're at, I got out the truck to go wash the dishes earlier, and I seen 2 police officers at a guy's truck, and it was like they were trying to get into the truck. I'm not sure what was in the truck or what they were looking for, what the case may be, but even little stuff like that is just really scary. Like, being that when we shut down at night, it's almost dark or whatever the case may be, even in the daytime, because people get killed. I mean, exactly. So, I mean, yeah, it's just really, like,
we gonna protect ourselves.
It's really risky out here.
We gonna protect ourselves. I ain't got time for that.
it's not all peaches and cream. The money is good, but you still have to, I mean, most truck drivers have children. Most truck drivers have lives at home. Like, we have life at home. We have family. We have, I mean, our life is at home. Just because we stay in this truck for a month at a time doesn't really mean, and by us starting our YouTube channel and stuff, people are able to see us. So once our YouTube channel grows and stuff, people will probably know us like out in the streets and stuff. And that's why, like, when I read up on, like, when I watch up on most YouTube channels, they don't like to release a lot of information, because people can see you out in the streets and know that you're a YouTuber, and they can, like, just because of that, they know, like, they can prey on you. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just a lot of stuff you have to watch. It's a lot of stuff you have to do. You have to watch your surroundings at all times. I mean, you just can't never think that something can't happen to you. Like, I was telling my aunt today, you live to die, basically. Like, that's all it is. You live to die. You never know when your last
at the
day
hands of
is.
somebody else.
But I mean, you live to die, and that's like, after seeing that, that's really how I'm like, that's how I get through. Like, you really have to live to die. You can't, just because you're not that type of person doesn't mean that the next person sitting in front of you or behind you is not that type of person. You know, like this man behind us, we don't know, he can probably be a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, I mean, it's not how it used to be. Basically, that's what I'm aiming for. It's just really sad out here. But I really hope her family finds justice, and I really hope they get down to the root of the cause or whatever it was. And I hope the person that, if there was I mean, because we really don't know what happened, if there was a person that killed her, or whoever or however it happened, I hope that they get thrown in jail and underneath the jail. Or if it was a natural cause, I hope that she rests in peace. Whatever the cause may be, I just hope that it gets solved. I'm just saying, because we don't know, so I just hope whatever it was, I just hope that she rests in peace. And I mean, because it's just really sad, and I don't really know. I mean, I've seen people die. Like, I watched my father kill himself, so I know like firsthand how it is. And I was only 9 years old, and to be able to watch that was just traumatic. So I know how her family is, and to know that someone or something or however it may happen was the cause of her death is just really traumatic. Like, her family has to sleep at night knowing that she was supposed to come home and wasn't even able to make it home. No one knows if that lady had children. She was 25 years old, right? 25-year-old. She may have had children. You never know. Like, people don't think about this kind of stuff when they go out and do what they do. They're just angry people. They're just trying to find the next come up, or they're just ignorant, basically. Like, there's no excuse. Just plain ignorance. That's all it is. It's just really sad and pathetic. But I am going to insert some clips of the articles and a picture of her, so hopefully our video gets out there and we can help her serve justice, because this is just really sad. It's just really, really sad. It's really crazy.
So you gotta stay prayed up out here, man.
Have to. It's really sad.
R.I.P. to Kamesha Thomas. It's crazy.
So sad.
Alright, gang. We're gonna end this video right here.
We out, gang, 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 gang.